Pleasant morning, children. Happy to see you all again. Today, we are going to discuss the topic about photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is nothing but the plants going to prepare their own food. So, even human beings and animals can't prepare their own food, but plants, it is they are preparing their own food. How amazing it is, right? So, come on, let us discuss how they are going to prepare their food. Okay. So, photosynthesis, I'm just splitting this word into two, that is photo and synthesis. Photo means light, and synthesis is to combine. In the presence of sunlight, green plants combine the raw materials and prepare their food. So, in the presence of sunlight, the green plants combine the raw materials and prepare their food. Okay, raw materials. What is actually raw materials? If you are preparing a dish, we need some ingredients, right? So likewise, for the plant they need some raw materials, that is nothing but the ingredients. That is, what are the raw materials? It is water, carbon dioxide, chlorophyll, and sunlight. So these are the raw materials which is required for the plant to prepare their own food. So where do they get this raw materials? First, it is water. So water, it is from the soil, and carbon dioxide, it is from the atmosphere. Chlorophyll, it is from the chloroplast which is in the leaf, and sunlight, it is from the sun. So these are the sources of the raw materials. So we told that carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Whether plants respire, how do they take the carbon dioxide? Whether they have any nostrils like human beings? No, they did not have any developed organ, but they have the small pore that is called stomata. So plants respire through the stomata, which is a tiny pore which is present in the leaves. So I have given the picture of a stomata here. You can able to see a small pore that is called a stomatal pore, and this is gets surrounded by the gut cells. So it acts as a protection for the stomatal. So here in the stomatal opening, the gas is exchange taken place, that is getting in carbon dioxide and releasing out of the oxygen. So it is very clear that the respiratory part of a plant, it is stomata. Next, it is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, where do we get this chlorophyll? It is from the chloroplast organelle. So organelle, it is present in the plant cell, which is responsible for the green color of a leaf. How in the human being, melanin plays a role for in showing the color of skin. Likewise, here the chlorophyll plays a role in giving the green color of the leaf. So why this chlorophyll is very important? It is because they can absorb the sunlight. So it is very essential to get the sunlight. We told that in the presence of light, food is getting prepared. So the chlorophyll absorbs the sunlight and it prepares their food. So in the pond region, you can able to find some green slimy structure which is floating on the water, that is nothing but algae, that also contains the chlorophyll. So that is what algae is also in green color. Next, we have learned about what is photosynthesis and what are the raw materials needed and where do we get that raw materials. Now we are going to step into the process of photosynthesis, that is how the food is getting prepared. Yes, we have entered into the food factory of the plant. So actually, where is the food factory of the plant? Come on, let us find out that. Chlorophyll containing cells of a leaf in the presence of sunlight uses carbon dioxide, water to synthesis carbohydrate. So it is very clear that carbohydrate is get produced. So the end product is the carbohydrate. Okay. So where the preparation is taking place, it is nothing but in the leaf. So actually the food factory of a plant, it is leaf. How we are having kitchen in our home as a food factory, likewise for the plant, the leaf is a food factory of a plant. Leaf is a food factory of the plant. Here I have given the picture which indicates the which shows the process of the photosynthesis. You can able to see the water which is absorbed by the roots, and the carbon dioxide is getting in through the stomatal pore, and the sunlight, it is absorbed by the chlorophyll. So in the presence of sunlight, by using the carbon dioxide and water, food is gets prepared, and carbohydrate is produced, and the oxygen is get released out. Okay, so this indicates that the carbohydrate is get prepared. Okay, this is the food of the plant. They prepare their food by this process called photosynthesis. Okay, so in the presence of sunlight, by the uses of carbon dioxide and water, they prepare their food. Okay, next, synthesis of food other than carbohydrate. Other than carbohydrate, plants require some of the components. Actually, what is carbohydrate? Carbohydrate is nothing but the combination of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Apart from carbohydrate, they require proteins and fat also. How do they get this proteins and fat and all? Actually, protein is a nitrogenous substance. Nitrogenous substance, what it is? It is nothing but which contains the nitrogen. Okay, plants require nitrogen. Atmosphere contains 78 percentage of nitrogen. Actually, you have seen in the field, farmers will be spraying out some fertilizers or manure which is actually contains the nitrogen. They are giving the nitrogen directly to the plants. So from the atmosphere, even though 78 percentage of nitrogen is present in the atmosphere, plants can't able to take that directly. So they have to seek the help of the microorganisms. Microorganisms, how microorganisms will help the plant? So in the microorganisms which is present in the soil, like bacteria, which converts the atmospheric nitrogen into the usable form. They will be grabbing the nitrogen from the atmosphere and they are converting the nitrogen into the usable form, and they are giving it to the plants. Okay, so by this usable form is taken by the root and it prepares the protein. So this shows the relationship between the microorganism and plants. By this way they prepare their food other than the carbohydrate. Thank you.